desktop, and then I will send you a V transfer.
Okay, great.
Okay, live on Facebook. And share in a group.
I can see now it's showing live.
Oh, it's already, because here it's saying preparing live streaming preview. Okay, so probably we are already live. Let me
it's
on
preparing.
the right screen. Okay, good. Hi,
Okay.
Wonder Woman.
Hey.
I think we are live. Welcome everyone to this event with Katie. And I'm so happy that Katie is here with us. I have actually a story behind that. This is that when I first started this Facebook group, I made a list of people who I want to interview here. And then a couple of weeks ago, Katie actually sent me a message with this proposition that she would like to lead a practice for us in this group. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm handing over the words to Katie. So welcome, and just tell us a bit about yourself, Katie.
Okay. Well, I am a sacred dance therapist, and this has developed from my studies and profession as a dancer, mostly as a belly dancer, or Egyptian dancer. So this has been something that I've been studying for 25 years, and over that time, I lived in India and worked there as a dancer for 9 years, and I studied classical Indian dance and various sacred dances, tantra, shamanic dance, yoga, and it started to draw me into another way of looking at dance, not only as the aesthetic side of it. It brought me into a deeper embodiment of it, and a stronger spiritual aspect as well, which I had always felt was there since I was really young. But I didn't know how to access it.
Beautiful. And you also created your own practice.
Yeah, that's right. Awakened Belly Dance. Again, this came from my original training, very strict discipline of traditional Egyptian dance, where the technique and understanding the music was very much my focus, and how to perfect the movements of my body, and for my body to listen to the music, not only through my ears, but also how to move as one with an orchestra, and to really embody the dance within me. So over the years, with the life experiences that I had, and had several spontaneous Kundalini awakenings that floored me each time. Lots and lots of things happened, good and not so good, although now looking back I can see how they were all stepping stones leading me to create an awakened belly dance. But it was something that really, I think I knew from when I was around 7 years old. I had a big spiritual awakening at that time, and I knew that I was going to do something with dance, but I just didn't know what or how, or who was I to think that I could do something like that. So it took me a long time to work my way through each of those things, and also to believe in myself, and dare to think that other people would believe in me and be interested in what I was offering.
Oh, I love that you're saying this, because it really ties into what we are about the themes that we're having and exploring through this challenge that we're having in the group. Chaos to Creation. And what you just described is really how you really tapped into your sweet spot, how you created your unique blend of everything that you were learning and experiencing, and how you weaved everything together into your own expression, and that you are now sharing with the world and with the with other women. So tell us, Katie, a little bit about what you actually do now. What you...
with Awaken Bellydance. Yeah, I'm holding trainings and retreats and immersions, one-off workshops, so that people, if they want to become a facilitator, they can come and train, or if they want to do the process for themselves, because really that is the core of it. You can't facilitate this for somebody else if you haven't really gone into the depths of you. So saying that I created this from all of my experiences and my studies, it was then, how do I get all of this that's me into somebody else? And then I realized that it had to be a very intuitive process, and yeah, for people to really go into their own shadow, and also to bring their own life experiences and learnings to it, so that although we have a core, if you like, and a theory, and a backbone that we have, that we all follow, what we each bring to that and weave around that is very different, because we're all different people. I didn't want all the facilitators to be clones of me. I wanted them to step into their own power and be their own unique self. So so that's what we've done, and I travel a lot, usually. So I go to different countries and different groups, predominantly women at the moment, but a lot of men are now getting involved as well and interested, which has been really amazing. So the sisterhood is becoming the sister brotherhood, and we're expanding. So yeah, it's really great.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. So you have men joining to the Awaken Bellydance as well.
Yeah, and also lots of couples are coming together. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you share a little bit more about the practice you will be leading us through today?
Okay. So I was thinking to work on our root and sacral, really into grounding into ourselves and being in our body, because the situation at the moment is bringing a lot of fear into the collective energy field. Whether we realize that we're feeling it personally or not, we're still picking up on that and on what's going on around us, or the media that we see, or the people that we speak to. So I feel that it's really more important than ever to fully own those feelings and be aware of them, so that we're not kind of, okay, I don't feel anything, and this isn't happening to me. It's okay to feel them and to fall apart, and to be vulnerable as well, and really see what is it that those feelings are resonating within us, because I feel that there's a lot of ancestral imprints which are being activated. So so we're going to go into the root and have a look at that, and then into the sacral, so that we can bring more flow, more creativity, because when do we ever get the chance to have space like this, that we can just be, and we can create, and we can manifest a new world and a new us. This is really our for a rebirth for everybody. So see where it goes. It's very intuitive. So I didn't plan exactly what we were going to do, or think about it too much, because I'm feeling into whoever's dancing with us right now or watching us, and I feel that through my body, and then my body is going to guide me, rather than me having right, this is a fixed thing that we're going to do.
Oh, sounds amazing. So just before we dive into the practice, do you have maybe a final message or an invitation for the women who are watching?
Yeah, so I'd say just really be with yourself as we move. This isn't at all about how it looks. It's not about the technique or being perfect. This is really about the the energy that's moving within you. So it's having the awareness of the inside rather than, am I good enough? Do I, can I dance, or am I dancing? It's really about going internally, and yeah, you might find that you laugh, that you cry, that you burp, you feel sleepy. All of this is very normal, and that might be during the dance, and it might be something that you experience afterwards as well. So, if you think that this is the epigenetically what we're holding within ourselves, we're kind of opening those up and allowing whatever's there to be seen so that it can be released in a conscious way. So yeah, just be really gentle to yourself and non-judging. So yeah. And also, if anybody would like to do more, we have a 21-day course happening at the moment online, and this is a collaboration with the Awaken Bellydance facilitators. So we're alternating each day, and yeah, anybody's welcome to join if they want to email me through the website, which is awakenbellydance.com, and they can come and join us. There's almost 400 women now from around the world, so it's really mind-blowing.
Wow, that's
Really amazing group. Yeah,
wonderful. So just make sure to then pop the links in the comments on Facebook so that women can join. Just a practical question from me, as I will now go out of the video and turn off my sounds. Would you prefer then to leave the space open to women to drift off and continue with the practice, or because I know that you have to go into your own group then at a certain time, or
we have time, don't worry. yeah I think when we finish this process now, it is just take as much time as you need, whether you need to lie down or just drink some water and chill out for a while, and maybe do some journaling or drawing, and that will really allow things to unfold more.
Perfect. Okay, Katie, so I will leave it then in your hands to finish off the session. And
okay,
thank you again so much. I'm looking forward.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so welcome everybody. I'm just going to try and fiddle with the screen if I can, maybe. Okay, and I'm going to stand up because I'm sitting on my bed talking to you. Okay. So what I would like you to do is to relax your jaw and your tongue, open your mouth, closing your eyes, bringing one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your womb space, your pelvic space, and breathing in and out through your mouth. So we're going to breathe in together and out together, and in together and out together. Breathing all the way into your belly through your mouth, and breathing all the way out from your belly. Breathing in, filling your pelvic space with your breath, and breathing out. Breathing in, and out. So continuing this breath, breathing into your whole self, And letting go of any outside thoughts or sounds, letting it go on the out breath. So you breathe in and out. Breathing into your whole body, feeling your feet firmly rooted into the earth. And as you breathe out, feeling your awareness expanding. Breathing in, physical body opening. Breathing out, your awareness expanding. So just taking a few moments to continue these breaths, feeling into yourself from where you are right now. Remember to open your mouth to breathe. Noticing if your weight is more on the right foot or more on the left foot, or is it evenly balanced in between? Is your breath steady or shaky? Is it deep? Is it hard to breathe fully? And then opening your eyes, stay connected to your heart and to your womb space. And looking into my eyes, connecting as we breathe through our mouths together. See yourself reflected from my eyes. Stay connected to yourself as you connect to all of the women and men who are dancing with us at this moment. Breathing together and envisioning that we're standing in a circle side by side. Just like we have many, many times in many, many lifetimes before. Breathing, connecting into yourself. Connecting to the group through your breath. Taking your feet a little bit wider apart, softening your knees, and gently rocking your hips forward and back, opening your pelvis, connect to your body, let your hands touch your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and out. In and out. Bringing both hands to your pelvic space, your womb space. Even if you haven't got a physical womb or ovaries, you still have the etheric imprint. You can connect to this energy. Then finding your central point. Beginning to spiral your hips in a tiny, tiny, tiny circle. So tiny, it's almost inside of you. Really slowly, so you can barely feel your hips moving. And visualizing this tiny spiral, like a red and golden light cord traveling from your body through your root energy center into the womb space of the earth right now. Spiraling through layers and layers of earth and rock. So your hips begin to spiral outwards, expanding, creating a bigger space for you to dance in and for you to live in as you. Create your space that's unique to you at this moment. Breathing through your mouth, noticing the ease of your movement on the left or on the right. Which hip feels more stuck? And your spiral becoming bigger, gently flowing through your hips. Breathing into your whole self. Feel your blood and the sacred geometry that's running through your veins, through every cell of your body. And if you close your eyes, continuing with this spiral movement as I speak, seeing where your rhythm is in this movement, how big or small does it need to be to find your personal groove with this? Is it a groove that feels familiar, like a pattern, or is it something new? Is there a resistance there in the size and the shape that you're making with your hips? Or does it feel like it flows with ease? Spiraling into yourself. As you breathe through the resistances, relax your yoni, your perineum, opening your root chakra like a lotus flower. And as you do so, with your inner eye and inner wisdom, seeing all of these cords that are coming from your root space into the earth, the central strength cord of you now, and all of these strands which are other versions of you, maybe from other lifetimes, maybe from ancestral lineages. All these different parts of you that maybe don't really belong to you, interlocking and knotted up and stuck. Maybe there's big gaps, disconnection. Where are you disconnected to yourself? Where are you disconnected to the earth, to the nature around you? Where are you disconnected from the wisdom of your ancestors and the strength of your ancestors? Because you are here right now because your ancestors survived. Whatever happened to them, whatever experiences they had in their life, they survived. And you are here because of that strength and the wisdom and the magical alchemy that they held within them. And you have access to that now. Spiraling your hips in as you spiral your hips out. Breathing into the resistance and the disconnection. Breathing into connection. Breathing into your highest vibrational ancestral wisdom, which is all around you, just waiting for you to tap in and integrate it. We all have access to this. Your spirals becoming bigger, opening your hips, your feet. Breathing into the disconnection as you see it in its truth and entirety. Breathing into connection. So you come back to your center, shaking and shimmying your hips, opening your root out and letting go into the earth. anything that you need to release related to the disconnection and the disassociation with your ancestral wisdom. Feel space, hold the energy as it builds to begin to shape more, like thunder hitting the earth, through your hips, through your feet, creating space. Hold the energy that belongs to you and releasing all that is no longer required. Bouncing your heels. And again, moving your pelvis. Noticing how it moves with ease, how open, how grounded. Breathing in and out through your mouth. Feel your tailbone, the base of your spine, beginning to tingle with electricity. And again, circling and spiraling. Connect your hands to your body. So circle round. Closing your eyes. Moving slowly so that you feel every part of the movement. Breathing deeply into your physical body. And as your hips spiral throughout time and space and dimensions, finding your way back to the strongest ancestor in your line, the one who can communicate the most wisdom to you at this moment. Who has a message for you? How did they move through fear and survive in their lifetime? So you may hear this message as words. It could be colours or feeling, a physical feeling, emotional feeling. It could be that your body begins to change its movement. Whatever it is, there's no right or wrong with this, and it might be that it makes more sense later. But just ask your body to communicate with this wisdom. So continue to spiral. Letting go into yourself. What can you gather from this ancestral wisdom, from this person, is trying to communicate with you. And as you feel their strength, breathing out all the tensions and the fears, all the thought forms that you've been creating around this situation in the world right now. Letting them go back to the earth as you begin to shake your whole body, shaking through your pelvis, your chest, shoulders, head and neck. Allow any sounds, any words, any breath. Keep shaking. What do you need to let go of? What is still holding you? Shaking. What is holding you captive? Where are you holding yourself captive? Letting it go, shaking it back into the earth with consciousness. Letting go of all of the fears of your ancestors that you're holding within your body. All of those things which aren't serving you right now, that are escalating your own personal feelings. Letting go of all of it back into the earth. So that what's left is really, truly what you feel. Your truth. Nobody else's experiences, nobody else's fears. Only what you are feeling at this moment. And it might not be as bad as you thought. Again, breathing in with your pelvis. Swinging like a pendulum. Drawing in from the earth into your root space. Squeeze your perineum in and up. All your vaginal muscles. Squeezing. Reconnecting with the strength of your ancestors. Reconnecting with the wisdom of your ancestors. Reconnecting with ancient wisdom and ancient truth of seeing beyond this reality, between the shadows. Seeing the truth of what is around us. And letting go of anything that isn't serving us right now. Holding and building the energy in your root as it expands and opens out into your sacral. Energy flowing like water. and your whole body shaking. Breathe. Open your mouth wide. Are there any sounds or words that need to be expressed? What is rising up within you? And then weaving up with your hips from the earth. Like a snake, drawing up and in. Up and in. Into your roots and drawing energy up into your sacral. Connecting left to right, right to left, shadow and the light, masculine and the feminine, integrating between our roots and our sacral. Imagine that your hands are opening a pathway and they're untangling any threads. Weaving between your hips from root into sacral. Imagine between your hands that you're holding a chalice within your pelvic space. And this chalice is a space of alchemy, alchemical transformation. What would you like to transform and create and manifest in this world at this moment? How much light can you bring into this situation, into the collective healing? A chalice filled with light, filled with the seeds of creation. Tapping your ovaries, your ovary space, down through your groin, across your pelvis, your mount of Venus, as we breathe in through our mouth and out through our mouth. In and out. In and out. Feel the electricity within your pelvic space. Like dandelion seeds right and ready to fly off into the multiverse. Speak your wishes and your dreams. So you draw them out from your sacral, into the stars. Speaking them out loud. What are your deepest dreams and wishes at this moment now? Letting them go into the gold. Keep weaving your hips, activating the energy, bringing a firm foundation through your roots into your creativity. Letting them go into the earth and into the stars, with you as the bridge in between, firmly rooted and planted, with a galactic connection of manifestation and true alchemy. Spiraling your hips around. Coming back to that tiny, tiny central point, so that you hardly feel that you're moving. Breathing through your mouth. Feeling your feet firmly connected into the earth. So you continue to spiral, closing your eyes, breathing, remembering everything that you forgot to remember. Spiraling in and in till you find your central point. Complete balance between left and right and left. Between the shadows and the light. Between everything that you thought you were and the person that you're becoming. Finding your roots. Connecting deeply through your physical self into the highest vibrational womb space of the earth right now. Remember the feeling of this connection and that you can access it at any moment in time. Allow any emotions to rise, any words that you need to speak, any final gentle shaking through your whole body. Just letting go of everything that did or didn't happen for you in this session. And remembering that you have just as much right as anybody else to be in this physical body and take your place in this physical earth plane. You came here at this time to create and be in this body. So again, bringing your hands, both hands to your heart, connecting with me through your eyes to my eyes, through our breath together. Who are you when you trust yourself completely? Who are you when you stand in your power? Who are you when you completely embody this physicality that you are in right now? Again, closing your eyes, giving yourself a gentle shake. Breathing into your heart, breathing out from your heart to this group, to all who are dancing with us. Breathing into your heart, breathing out into the hearts of this group and all who are dancing with us. Into your heart, out into the group. Into your heart, breathing out into the collective heart. Into your heart, out to the collective heart. Into your heart, out to the collective heart. Into your heart, out to the universal heart. Bringing one hand to your heart, one hand to your pelvic space. You might want to lie down or sit down now. Go and stamp your feet in the garden if you can, and drink some water. Draw or journal, and just be aware of yourself and what's coming up for you emotionally in your body. I'd love to hear from you and how you experienced this session, and over the next few days. You might have dreams, you might have more connection with ancestors, you might be inspired with a new idea of what you're going to bring into the world. So please connect with me, and yeah, let me know what's happening for you. I'll give the link in the comments to the 21-day course that we're running at the moment and the website. I'll be running a training later this year as well. So if you want to do that for yourself as your own process, or you would like to become a facilitator, there'll be lots and lots happening as soon as we can get out into the world. So let's create an escape route into being together in person and dancing together. So thank you very much, and thank you for having me on this group, Sara. Really appreciate it. And yeah, happy dancing, everybody. Thank you.